Hello. So, if you follow me on my Facebook page, which link to it down below, go follow me and go like it. I made a post asking for death-related books that I should buy. I have a whole list on my Amazon wish list that I want, but my problem was trying to figure out which one I wanted to read now. Because it was like, did I want to read a deaf culture book to learn, or did I want to read a fiction book to probably learn a little bit, but also just for more of a fun read? I can't remember this person's name, but she recommended a manga to me, and after a while I started to recognize this manga because my friend Carl, they made a tweet or two about that manga being turned into an anime film, and that thing is called A Silent Voice. So I looked at it and I knew that there was an anime film coming out, and I thought, this looks pretty good, and the entire box set, well, from volumes 1 to 5 were on sale, plus 2 more volumes were pretty cheap. So I thought, you know what, I'm very curious about this because it's being made and something new, so let's buy it. And I did, and this thing is a freaking roller coaster. Basically, A Silent Voice takes place in Japan, and it's about a deaf girl and a hearing boy. They are both at the beginning of the series in 6th grade, and the deaf girl named Shoko she just transferred to this school, and the hearing boy, whose name is, I think, Ishida. FYI, my voice always changes when I say foreign names. This is not on purpose. The story revolves around Shoya Ishida, a former delinquent who bullied Shoko Nishimiya, his deaf classmate, alongside his friends when he was in elementary school. She comes in, and at first it's the guy that's really making fun of her, and then his friends join in later. I don't want to give away too much because I think it's worth buying and reading, but this girl gets bullied so much. Her hearing aids go missing or they get stolen. People pick on her a lot. They're very nice to her face at first, and she uses a notebook to communicate, but then as the months go by, there's mean stuff written in her notebook, and they will make fun of her to her face. And the guy, Shoya, oh my goodness, he is so mean. He does the most picking on her as far as doing something physical goes in the very beginning. I think, if I remember, as it goes on, everybody starts to get a little bit more physical, but he is definitely the person that starts it, and it is so upsetting because this girl is crying, she's feeling like crap, and then eventually she gets transferred, and then that's when his entire group of friends act like hypocrites, and then they start to go against him. And then you fast forward later on, this guy is starting to regret everything that he did when he was in 6th grade, and then his new mission in life is to try to find Shoko and just try to make things better, apologize, and make up for everything that happened. And this is the part where I feel like I just kind of want to strangle someone. Shoko is a very shy girl, and she is very forgiving. She's very calm, and she doesn't seem to have much of a backbone, in my opinion. And I know somebody on Tumblr was talking about this. It seems like when he comes back, when they meet each other again after when Shoya finds Shoko in the high school, you find out that he actually spent his years learning sign language to communicate with her. He learned Japanese sign language to communicate with her. And it's like, the second that they seem to be together again, she's just automatically forgiving him for all of the hell that he caused her for that entire year that she was there. And it's just so frustrating, and it doesn't make any sense to me, and it seems very unrealistic. Like, if somebody bullied me so badly in 6th grade for my deafness, I would not be so forgiving. In fact, I probably wouldn't forgive them at all. But the manga is just a roller coaster of emotions. There were times when I loved a little friendship, but I was also just so frustrated because it seems like it happened just way too soon. Like, if they had spent more time him working to get her trust, and then like having Shoko like just be like, no, I don't forgive you, then I feel like that would have been a little bit more realistic. But I understand that it's a manga, and in manga and anime and all of that, it's not always going to be very realistic. It's going to be very fairy tale-y and very fan servicey, which is what you get a lot of. But other than that, it's very emotional, and I loved it. I cried. I finished it. There are 7 volumes right now. I don't know if that was the end because it said it was the final chapter, but it didn't seem like it finished completely. So I have no idea if more volumes are coming out, but the story will make you angry, and that is actually a good thing, sort of, because you don't really want to be angry reading things, but it's like, it makes you think, especially for any hearing folks that may have bullied someone. And as someone who has gotten picked on, and I know a lot of my deaf friends have gotten picked on, it makes you think about what happens when somebody is bullying somebody for their deafness or whatever it is that they have or even don't have, because some kids get bullied for no reason whatsoever, right? Obviously. This video is gonna be a little bit all over the place. I didn't plan this out very well, or at all. All in all, I highly do recommend the series if you're looking for something. I very rarely see any fiction, any deaf-related fiction. I'll put a link to the series down below. There's gonna be a bunch of links because it's all a bunch of different volumes. If you've read the stories, just comment down below and we can talk about it. I'm very excited to see the animated movie. I have no idea when it's gonna come out. I have to look it up. Check me out on all of my social media. Links will be down below. You can also support me on Patreon if you want to support content. Link to that will be down below. I make videos every Monday and Tuesday unless otherwise stated, and I will see you later. Bye.